Before you plan out a 2025 vacation, make sure your driver license or state ID is compliant with an upcoming law. A Real ID will become your stamp of approval to board domestic flights. The Real ID law finally takes effect in May of next year after 2 decades of delays. Congress passed the Real ID Act in 2005 to boost nationwide security following the 9/11 terror attacks. But year after year, the government ran into hurdles to enforce the mandate. The most recent setback coming as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The new law requires every state to verify the identity of anyone 18 years and older through their social security number, legal name, date of birth, and proof of address before issuing an ID or driver license. Essentially, the new cards are enhanced versions of the typical state-issued driver license or ID. A gold, white, or black star signifies an individual meets the federal security credential set by the Real ID Act. Real IDs are considered optional. You can still receive a standard license or ID. Instead of a star, it will note federal limits apply, meaning there's restrictions for specific activities. This matters most for frequent flyers. Real ID is what the TSA will now use at security checkpoints as a screening tool before you board a flight. The Department of Homeland Security says without a Real ID, travelers will need a passport or military ID to fly within the U.S. A Real ID is not required to drive a car or to vote. You can still use a standard driver license or ID. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kara Rucker. For more stories like this, you can download the Straight Arrow News app or visit us online at san.com.